Inside first impression, there's also the use of language. The use of language, I'm referring to issues like being clear when you are speaking. Direct language. Be direct, be clear. You know the people. You know that this guy is not educated, or this is that or that he. You know, it's not going to help everything. If you know you're going to help a Chewa and you're not good at that, if it's an agency, it's a company, or to do with social work or whatever, then someone who knows the language. If not, you can come with a translator. But still more, I'm not a fan of it. Still more means you need to send someone who knows the language. Because there is what we call English hegemony. English hegemony is the superiority of English. English comes with a status. English comes with a status. And what's the such you know what I mean? We feel like we are down. Whoever said this, we don't know. Because somebody doesn't know English, you feel like, this guy. It looks like it's an issue, but it's not an issue. So that's how people look at you. But at the same time, there are also times where you need to help people that are good with their English. All those kind of things have to be taken into consideration. You can't jump anything when it comes to it. All those kind of things have to be taken into consideration. Some of the languages that you speak are likely to distort the whole communication process that you have. What you want to do as social worker, you want to get the best feedback from your client. What I'm telling you here are even some of the barriers to effective communication. Bad presentation or bad presentability is a barrier to effective communication. Speaking a language that is not clear, speaking jargons and so on and so forth, they are barriers to effective communication. You're not going to get the best response from the person. But also it is important to be concise, to be brief and to the point. So we have issues in social ways, they are not going to benefit that person. Go straight to the point, help the people, give them what they need. Be comprehensive. Keep in mind that all important information should be directed to the person without leaving out something. That is why it's important to prepare your notes, look into them, and so on and so forth. That's also very, very important. Courtesy. Courtesy is also important. And courtesy comes in on the part of first impression as well. Courtesy is very important. That will have a doctor, I'm going to address the doctor. The doctor, outside is done a I mean like doctor. Address for 6 years, 36 or 4 undergrad, 2 masters, about for 3, about 8 years, somewhere in that education. We just don't know where to go. I'm doing a doctor, no, it doesn't. Doctor, personal doctor. Doctor Sosa. Even assignments, isn't it? When you're writing assignments for doctors, you can't just write the way you write them from me. I'm Mr. Blessing in the school. No, because they aim their status. So you need to address them as such. Actually, Kumpang address them by I don't know what you're about 10%, 20%. Yes, presentation is very important. So address them. Let me address them. Sir, address them that sir. I don't want to be that. It's very, very important. Okay, being polite, you can figure out that it. What is? It's what you have to do. Muna jumpa aja, You're not there for that. That's not necessary. Let's work on the real stuff and not beating around the bush and so on and so forth. So I'm talking here as if it's interpersonal communication. It's not just face-to-face communication. You can show courtesy even in the letter. How you write your letter. It shows politeness. Even phone call. It shows politeness. And I'm one of those guys who is even my friends. I have some of my friends that when I call them or when they call me, I say hello, they just go straight and start speaking stuff. Hello. Hello. Yes, madam. That's how we started conversation, isn't it? I have seen some of the posts on Facebook. I've seen other people, they say, when you come to my DM, just go straight to the point. That's what other people say, isn't it? Yeah. When you come to my DM, just go straight. But that's not how it works. Imagine I've lost a father. On the same day, I'm waiting at 25 today. Do you know how bad that is going to feel? It's going to feel bad. That's why courtesy is important. You say, hey. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, and you? I'm good. I wanted this. That's how communication goes. So it doesn't matter whether we're in the new era, digital age, but courtesy still plays a very great role in ensuring that there is a great communication. As I've always been singing, it is also important to pay attention to non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is very important. When those people are responding, how do you listen? Are you on your phone? Are you telling them you're getting the phone? Are you all those kind of things? There are instances where people from different social backgrounds and so on and so forth. There are instances you realize you've gone at your home where probably it's stinking. You know, the place is stinking. And if it's stinking, eating chichewa, the unknown has started doing or something like that. For them, they're living in a very cool environment. For you, you're home there realizing, oh, this place is a shithole. I mean, this place is bad. How do you handle that? Now I need answer. How would you handle that? Now you go there and you realize this place is stinking. But you would like to have a conversation with those people. But it's stinking. They can't bear it. Sorry? No, you have gone there.
Okay, first of all, that because if they are seeing it as a problem, I was just thinking to them or just explain it after I understand it.
But this thing is going to affect you, isn't it? It's going to affect you how you conduct. What do you think? What would you do? You've gone there, you realize you can't. What do you think?
Ignoring, it means that you also can tolerate it. But you try to communicate in a nice way.
What do you think? What would you do? You won't have the conversation. You just need to prepare their environment. Because if you really want them to hear you, you don't suppose to start like, why is it like you don't clean up and the like? So you have to make sure that you adapt by their environment
After you have both included your conversation, you have now getting to understand each other. If you have already now start explaining the effect that bad environment. But what you know you need to bear with the environment for you to have the conversation with them.
Sir, what do you think?
I have the same idea of just going there and doing your work afterwards. After it's not like you stay there for the rest of your time. You just take time to explain to them what you want to explain to come to an agreement, then you have to move.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think the thing is because it is the process of helping people. So when you want to help someone, you should be part of it. When you're working with someone, you should be part of this person. So like if you find out that like an example, you give us what you can do, like is just to concentrate on those things. And then naturally in this helping process is when you be able to tell these people that can you do these things because it is affecting me in this way, so. After a time, not just going there and then saying, that was someone who didn't after you have engaged these people, conversation, then you are able to know each other. Like the value that you people in this neighborhood or in this community is so. So you have to spend the conversation. Then as you are able to get, then you are going to tell them like maybe some of the impact on the positive which you see that they are not good within their environment.
I don't have an answer either. I don't know.
It's just like at some point you have to visit people. You don't know how many times they go to that place, right? And at some point you have to tell them. But you are the one helping them. I think telling someone nicely, not rudely, they can also listen in consider.
That's just an assumption, right? You're assuming that you're assuming they are going to take it well. But it's not always the case. And I don't know either. I don't know, because it's tricky, isn't it? It's very tricky. Sometimes you fail to communicate with them well because of that kind of state. You fail to give them the best help possible because of the state of the environment in which you are. And so, there are a lot of things that you might do. It depends. If you are going to go to their place probably 3 or 4 times and from your first experience you realize things are not okay, you can start discussing with your agents. Can we invite them to the hostel? Okay. There are things like those. You can find another place as long as it's going to provide that conducive environment that is going to offer issues, privacy, confidentiality, and so on and so forth. But sometimes you might prefer to do whatever you guys were answering, say if you can manage to continue with that kind of state. And so on and so forth. There are a lot of interventions that you can do. But the truth is, whatever intervention you explore, it can go either way, it can also go east. It can help you, or you realize that, because no one can tell you how to do it. No one really understands the behavior of people. If there is a study that is very hard to do, it's the behavior of people. Because the study of him will be different from him, and so on and so forth. So it's very hard to study people, how they live, how they behave, how they react. It's also different. So it is very hard with this kind of scenario to have one kind of intervention with each one that is pretty hard. So it's important to research and know your audience. If you see the place is bad, You talk to those people and see how close you can do it. Hey, you are. What does it No, may nakapagtama na nasa lamig.
Oh,
Isang gano'n.
which is cloud, Mamba.
Who's your baby? What is that the club who's the head side? People say,
You were in the taking
And then I find that son of was a little bit of population. Yeah, so you find those kind of scenarios. It's very possible you'll be in those kind of instances, and those are conflicts, the dilemmas in your study. You'll be able. Yes, welcome. This is your first class? Okay. Alright, so even the places that I've been telling you, some of the places that you'll be meeting people, hospitals, prisons, homes, your offices, have their own advantages and disadvantages. If you go home, the client has a lot of kids, that's going to be a problem. The client is breastfeeding, that's going to be a problem. The client has, if she has a drunkard husband who doesn't want you to be discussing the issues with her, it's going to be a problem. If you want to invite those people to your office, you're just starting, your firm is so small, you can't afford to give them transport, they can travel to your place, it's going to be a problem. So there are a lot of issues that you're going to be solving that are going to help you to have an effective conversation with your clients. And one of the issues that are also vital in first impression is the issue to do with time. So time is tricky. You just have to be on time. Because being in time, what's the difference between being on time and in time?
On time, I think before the exam, like an example, you say that the start around 1, then you have to be there on time, which means maybe 5 to 1, so that the time is 1 place, I will start thinking. Well, in time, I think is whereby 1, then you are arriving here at 1. So, always is there something so.
Just on time is where I've hit the point, like, if you agreed on half 1, at half 1, you have started you have started the thing.
So in time is
in
before,
time,
right?
yeah.
In time is before, on time is at the exact time. So, I was saying, there is no linear expression to the effectiveness of time usually. Because when you go in time, reflective house, for example. Magabi just understand sunroom body, and all those kind of things have an effect on them. I don't know in your homes, but if there are visitors coming at your place when you are not ready, you are always, you're not confident about the place, and so on and so forth. They'll start getting excuses. I'm so sorry, let me just do this, and then let me just, all that distorts the whole thing. So it's important that you be there on time. Like you go there cycling, you sit somewhere, you can tell if it's time you go, it's up to you. So being there too early is bad, and being there too late is also bad. But it's important to be on time. It's a very important aspect of first impression. While communicating, it is also important to pay attention to how you are presenting yourself. For example, you've been required to be taking. It's important to take notes, right? You take some notes of the conversation. But now the skill of taking notes and listening is also a very important skill. Taking notes and listening. Ensuring that you're giving them the idea that you are listening. It's also important. But that is just. It's not. And so issues of the language that you use to express yourself and so on and so forth in asking is also very, very important. Not language in terms of English and Vijay and so on and so forth, no. But language as in the words that you are using to express something. They shouldn't be probably boasting, not showing off, not and so on. They should mean exactly what you are saying. Because language creates disturbances. I'll give you an example of what Dorothy Shonda said to me. Right, but it's about the hand 100 million and so on and so forth. On a different day, that's just a normal conversation. It's just a normal conversation. So the issue is because I'm not making 100 million, it doesn't mean I'm making 100 million national. You know what I mean? I shouldn't. That's the thing. On a different day with different people, that's a normal conversation. But for us who can't make a million, it's a different thing. You're like, what is she trying to say? That's what happens in this conversation. So you should know your audience, who you are talking to, and so on and so forth. Many of the people that were watching that program on time, not the people that have a lot of money. Nobody with a lot of money will be bothered to be watching the show. I don't think no one would, in his billionaire state, would be there watching the show. So mostly, a lot of audience that was watching there, things like that. So you can't be mentioning those kind of figures when you owe the money that drama will give you money and 15,000, 20,000, you don't have to pay. So it's those kind of conversations that's an insult to them. That's an insult. When you're talking to people in communication, know your audience. This is very important. Know your audience. When you're making a speech, you have to read the room. When you are teaching, even me, when I'm teaching, you have to read the room so that I should know what kind of information I should give you. One of the challenges I've had with this class is it comes immediately after lunch. So if it comes immediately after lunch, this do a whole you can't have that kind of lecturing that is so flat and so on and so forth. So you read the room and decide how I'm going to present. your information. Knowing your audience is very important, which means by now, apart from this, so that I've joined us today, I pretty much know that our classic after 1 hour, I'm going I got 20 minutes, I'm at Ruka, you know, I got that. By now you already know this is how they behave and so on. Because you need to reach the audience. Let me also talk a little bit on some of the essential preliminaries in as far as introduction is concerned when you're introducing yourself. Some of the important things that you need to do. When you're just starting to speak to the people, what are some of the issues that you need to take into consideration? Number one, it is important that you state how you see the importance of the interview, the importance of the conversation. It should come from you. As you're introducing yourself, you should also be able to say how you feel that interview is important to them, to you, and the whole deliberation. Let me give you an example. If you are dealing with a heavy drinker, chain smoker. I don't think you're well in the chain smoker. This one. I think it's okay or whatever. Let's talk about a womanizer. Okay, let's just use it as a drink. You're talking to a heavy drinker. It's an issue that you feel like you should address. I'm not sure if it's an issue in social work, I don't know. But I'm just using it as an example. You're dealing with them. It's important that when you start the interview, you should express how you feel like that thing is going to be helpful to you, to them, to their family, and probably at large to the nation. So that they should know that whatever you're going to do there is very important. If people know that the conversation is going to be important, they'll pay attention. Otherwise, if they feel like another chit-chat, they'll not pay attention. Bearing in mind with whatever you're telling them, if they're heavy drinkers, do you think you are the first one who is telling them what drinking heavy is bad? No. They have their wives, they have their husbands, they have their kids, they have their church elders, their pastors, and now we have that in Kenya, and no matter and they fail. And there you are. You are coming. So it's important that you should let them know that the conversation that you're having is important to them, is important to their family, to their community, and probably to the nation at large. Because I'm saying to the nation, but it looks like a slippery slope. It doesn't mean if you are a heavy drinker, then it definitely means it's going to affect your family, then it's going to affect the community. Sometimes it's not like that. A heavy drinker, it just affects you and the family is just okay. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes so on and so forth. But the bottom line is, it is imperative that you state the importance of the interview that you are having. How long you expect it to last is also important. As a preliminary, number one, I said the purpose of the interview has to be stated. Number two, I'm saying it is important to state how long we expect the interview to last. And roughly, I'll be with you for about 30 minutes, and we'll be talking to each other and blah, 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 blah. It's important to give them an idea rather than them just thinking, it becomes boring. They say the attention span of a person would have invested it's very few seconds. if you are very good speaker, it might take about 10 minutes. But when we have our the attention is divided. Because in the first few minutes, the person is really wanting to know, am I going to benefit from this? What is this person talking about? As long as they know what you are trying to say, we now the attention is divided. This is true even in the lessons that I provide to you. The first few minutes as you are introducing the topic, the people will be attentive. The moment we start discussing and so on and so forth. Same thing in the church, in the mosque, in the what, that's what happens. And that's not different from the attention of the people there. They have their own problems at home. Sanity, mother, school fees, etc., fuel. And you go there, you start the conversation, don't be attentive. But as time goes, you realize that the attention span starts to go down. So as a clever communication person, it is important that in the very first few minutes, you've dished out the very, very important information. So bear in mind that you need to state how long you expect the interview to last. Then your status, who are you, is also important to express to them. I am so. If you are still a student, say, I'm still studying, I'm at the University of Illinois, I'm doing social work, and now I'm doing internship with blah blah. I'm not alone, I have my supervisor, blah blah. All that kind of thing is important to state. If it's your company, you say, it's my friend, I do this. I started with so, and now I've got so many people in the same kind of issue. If you express that, those people start having trust in you, you'll be a credible social worker. Then, confidentiality at this limit, it's also important to say, this kind of discussion that we're having, it's not like I'm going to share it with anyone. This is between you and me, and the aim of this thing is to make sure that you get help. I'm not here to take your stuff or to shame you. No, whatever you'll be writing, for example, is confidential. If there is a form that needs to be filled to do with confidentiality, let everyone sign. And that is going to create trust in as far as the whole thing is happening. So all these are very, very important issues to be addressed. Reaching this far, are there any revelations, any comments, any questions, any additions, any subtractions? Before I tell you what's happening with your exams. Any comments?
So you said, what I just mentioned, the things to consider when you want to start having the conversation with a person.
Or essential preliminary.
Pardon?
Essential preliminary. Preliminary means some few things to consider in the start, where beginning. So essential or important preliminaries in introduction. For issues to remember or to consider first when introducing yourself or into introduction. You just wanted a clarification? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is often very, very important. Very, very important. All right, I'll just quickly, in the next 10 minutes, I'll just communication skills. conflict social response? Before many of you entered this room, I had two guys, and I was telling them about those things that I just put on board. To say that there is a difference, isn't it? How you write or respond to questions based on those things. There's a huge difference. Very huge difference. Mention, list, name, very much the same thing. You just name, you just write those things without explanations and so on and so on. In your case, there was no question to do with mention, list, and name. True, right? There's nothing like you just listing anything. I didn't give you anything of that kind. That would have been boring. So the first question was define communication. Just play around with your words, whatever you give me. There's no way of going to play it, isn't it? Like, whatever you feel like it's communication. It's not like I have one answer for communication. Whatever you give me, as long as it makes sense, you get your 2 marks. What is intercultural communication is the same as defined communication. Intercultural communication is pretty much communication between two or more cultures. As simple as that, you get your 2 marks. If you feel like you should add a little bit of something, it's up to you. But we all know that inter is between what? Between cultures. One culture and the other, one culture and so many cultures and so on and so on. And question number 3, I said you have decided to talk to your friend and she or he is not responding. Has communication taken place? Defend yours. So you are talking to someone, I'm talking to him, and he is not responding. For example, I'm saying, the lecture is here, and he's not responding, just looking at you. Has communication taken place? So start from me. Has communication taken place? I'm talking to him, I'm telling him something, he's not responding to me. Has communication taken place?
No.
Has communication taken place? Has communication taken place?
Yes.
Has communication taken place? Has communication taken place?
Yes.
Has communication taken place? Has communication taken place?
No.
Come over yes, like that. Because the communication has taken place. Hand. I need to see hand. Those who are saying, if he is not responding, the communication has taken place. I need to see hand. How many? Then we know we two, yes, communication has taken place. We have 3. Why do you think communication has taken? What kind of communication is there? What kind of communication is there? What are they saying if there's communication that has taken place? It means good responses, good feedback. What feedback is there? What would be the possible feedback?
Just a matter of staying idle. It's also that big. Like the communication has happened. The guy has just chose like not to react. So you can, for communication to be seen, you can either react or not reacting, but in real sense you have already engaged. So you decide within you, right? Okay, can I respond? Can I not? So communication has been, in that scenario, communication has taken place.
Remind me your name again?
Tabitha.
Tabitha. Why do you think there's no communication?
If the message has been sent to someone and the person has not understood or given right feedback, there's no communication. Because in communication, if I send a message to someone, I need to repeat it again. If I'm talking to someone and there's no response, I don't know what's in the mind of the person. Yeah, but I'm saying that this person is not a good communication.
I would want to give an example here for us here. For the youth, one of the hot issues is the relationship, courtship, and so on and so forth. So I want to give an example in that respect. You are talking to a lady or a man that you want, and they are not responding. What would you think about that? What would be in your mind? You are talking to them.
She has ignored me.
She has responded to you, but without talking. Showing
What is the response then? That's the thing, isn't it? I don't want you. So the communication has taken place.
Yeah.
Communication never ceases to take place. At all costs, it always takes place. If I'm talking to you, you are not responding. One possible communication to me is I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not understanding what you are talking.
That's communication. Really, I'm not understanding.
So what are answers or which is
Wait a minute.
you are saying is
Yes,
if we are asking on the question, that person is not asking. It means communication has taken place.
Has taken place and it always takes place. Communication always takes place.
So if you ask him and he has answered, communication has also taken
Has
place.
also taken place.
So depending on the question you give us, does that mean both are answers?
No. Which is no. I'm saying you have decided to talk to your friend and she is not responding. Has communication taken place? You can't say no. If you say no, definitely you got it. So has already taken place. It means that either they don't want to talk to you, it means that they haven't heard you. They, in one way or the other, they are communicating to you. What you just don't know is what exactly is it that is happening in the street. But they are communicating to you. But I'm going to run back to the system of data. So I'm going to see the phone all those kind of responses are there. So communication never ceases to take place. And I deliberately put this question. I deliberately put it because these are the things that you will be facing. Because you haven't done real research, you realize you are talking to some people, just deaf people, for example. You have gone there, you didn't know that they are deaf. And you have been speaking, and then, when you manage your task, you say, that's just looking at you. Only to realize later that, we're somehow, blah, blah. So the person has been communicating to you all along, but you didn't pay attention. So it's very important that we realize that communication is always taking place. And also related to this question is the issue of non-verbal communication. Okay? And the owner of the house is coming out of the house and they are looking at Abu looking at me like this, looking at me down, looking at me like this. Already know what it is. They're looking at you, they feel like you're not worthy to be there. But you are not what they were expecting. So it's up to you to make sure that you impress them, you give them the right attitude so that they should listen. Then distinguish open questions from closed questions. When I say distinguish, what am I trying to say? differentiate open questions from closed questions. In other words, describe what are open questions, what are closed questions. So, define open and closed questions. So, I'm going to make a definition there, you realize you already differentiate, and so on and so forth. Analyze the following core characteristics of effective communication, empathy, authenticity, and respect. Amongst our later, I don't think you spent a lot of time doing this, because this was our last class before exam. I should believe there are still juggling in your head. And the communication process is said to be negatively affected by the presence of noise. Describe the following types of noise with relevant examples. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, it was pretty much 3 marks each, 2 marks for just describing what is psychological noise or cultural, physical, whatsoever it is, and then match for the example. For example, amongst our active listening is vital for the practice of social listening. Considering I already gave you an assignment. For whatever example, which I asked it in negative way, he asked it in positive and straight away. Very important. Then section B, 50 marks, describe the communication process, 20 marks. Regular simple. Describe the communication process. It was probably our first class where we talked about the communication process. Send message, receive, feedback, presence of noise, blah, 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 blah. I'm revising this, hoping because it also is not revised. Lastly, analyze the 7 C's of effective communication. I think this was a little bit harsh. But I'm going to get my teeth on the 7. In one exam, it's a bit harsh. I think that's a very bad question.
No, but that's not going to go.
Yeah. Overall. So yeah, I think they are very important in your studies, so I felt like I needed to put it. How many people feel like they're going to pass this paper? Yeah, just to pass. Like, I think I'm going to pass this paper. You wrote the best. How?
Junior.
No, I'm not saying really. I thought she was aware. It's a paper already, as long as you read it, when I get that talk. So I was talking about those things gradually. I've seen on the Limba Cassette, Kamozi, the paragraph, but discussing, because you need a lot of stuff to be included. So much as you write good points, but also you need examples and explanations of those things. So it's imperative that you take your time. That's why my instructions is on the inability. Look at the map and then take your time in explaining what is there. But otherwise, I'm really happy with how you're responding. It's really encouraging. It's really encouraging. And the date today is 21, huh? You just need to sign this, I think, then we are done. Definitely, I'm not going to see any one of you again next year. Absolutely not. If you're saying, I think that's all. Next week after they will meet again. And I'll have to talk to you. I have to talk to you. You did your assignment? Yeah. Before assignment. No, what I say you can't.
Oh, you're making us one and the teach.
I gave you one?
Yes.
Which one?
Communication. Effective communication. Communication is not sentence.
The what?
The one you said.
Who knows that assignment?
The one I said what?
Communication is not necessary for social experience. And the speech you said is the number. You didn't like it was an assignment.
No, also it's one.
Yeah, it's one.
So the topic thing,
The what?
this is it, is when you put your own topic and then you come with it out.
Oh, you mean the speech that you showed us?
For the speech.
Yeah.
That was, I think, class one, so that was not take home because I was sitting. It used about 10%. So if you did that as well, you did the speech, and if you did the discuss blah blah blah, then I think we're okay on the part of the time. You're just two. Yeah.
So meaning,
How about the 221? The speech.
You did the what? The speech only. You didn't write the discuss, blah blah blah. It was not the main assignment.
The close is the photo.
Because you were late.
Yeah.
So what?
Someone that is an email.
What happened?
Maybe next month.
Yeah, they should. They should. But I said send it to my email address.
Then that will
Right, no problem. The bomb of the What do we do with this guy? They should present their speech in class, right?
Yes, we need to read them.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to count much on
Then
Thursday
you have to present it.
so that we can get your grade.
okay, okay.
Then it's your friend who are going to do it.
What is the enemy?
They graded themselves as well.
Oh, yeah.
They did that, so no. So what we're going to do, you're going to write stuff. You're going to write stuff. Yeah, that's extra work for me.
That's what I want to do.
That's extra work for me. Which means I have to meet the administration and the administration have to tell me again. So, extra work with extra.
Okay, before this next week, is it next week?
Yes.
So what you should do is to meet. Who are you meeting? Who sent you to me? Who sent you to me?
Actually, it was the day when they told me that I can't do it. When they said it.
In Australia? Yeah, meet him, tell him that I met the lecturer, he's saying I should write this down. So you will talk to him. Because I respond to him, I don't respond to you. So you tell him, you say,
Actually, in our talk with you, whenever I'm ready, I just point everything, you know.
I'm very aware of that, so some guys from my background.
Yeah.
It's about on the last person. So you meet him, but I met the lecturer. He said I should write the exam, so he will talk to me.
On my case, I should send it to your email.
Yes. I think it's on the
The speech you also submitted?
No, the speech is just.
What are you submitting?
I'm on assignment.
So you and your friends, you are more figure the next 20 minutes. You and your friends.
So I'm friends for communication yesterday.